published 1900 EDT for October 2017. Updated 1900 EDT for October 2017. The SFA plan to reach a decision on the future of Hampdens, Scotland's national stadium by Christmas. The spiritual home of Scottish football hosts a critical World Cup qualifier against Slovakia on Thursday night, with manager Gordon Strachan describing the old arena as a special place. Hampden's status as the venue for internationals and cup finals is under threat. However, after the SFA wrote last month to clubs, the SPFL, the Scottish Government and PFA Scotland canvassing opinions on the stadium's value when the current lease ends in 2020. Hampden Park has been used by Scotland for international football matches since 1903. Richard Kress gives Frankfurt the lead during their 73 defeat by Real Madrid in May 1960. The SFA have until March next year to take up an option renewing their existing lease for another 20 years. But an eightman board hoped to reach a consensus on the issue by the end of their scheduled monthly meeting in December. Concerned by the high cost of maintaining and running a stadium owned by amateurs, Queen's Park clubs have offered a muted response to the idea of retaining a stadium used for internationals since 1903. The SFA are forced to pay hefty annual rent to stadium owners. Queen's Park in Hampdens business rates could increase by £350,000 as part of a government revaluation. Zinedine Zidane's goal in the Champions League final is one of the finest to grace the ground. SFA Chief Executive Stuart Regan has claimed Hampden remains the preferred option. Hampden Park has proved to be the setting for a number of iconic events, including European Cup final, 18 May 1960, Real Madrid 73, Eintracht Frankfurt European Cup semi-final second leg, 15 April 1970, Celtic 21, Leeds United Champions League final, 15 May 2002, Bayer Leverkusen 12, Real Madrid. The 2014 Commonwealth Games. Concerned clubs could be left to foot the cost of renting and upgrading an aging stadium they do not own, and the SFA are debating whether to take big games around the country. SFA sources insist that any decision in December may not be binding. Speaking back in June, Chief Executive Stuart Regan claimed Hampden remained the preferred option, adding any board faced with a lease expiry in 3 years' time would have a very long hard look at the implications of renewing that lease. Praising Hampden before a must-win qualifier, manager Strachan said, "I think the fans and the players together make it a special place, I really do. The hosting of 3 Euro 2020 group games and of last 16 time may yet prove Hampden's swan song," with UEFA President Alexander Seferin in Glasgow on Wednesday to view new giant screens and upgraded lounge facilities before the finals. Glasgow is a fantastic footballing city steeped in tradition, and Hampden Park will provide the perfect setting for 4 matches, said the UEFA chief. The highest ever attendance for a UEFA competition match was in the 196,970 European Cup semi-final at Hampden Park, with a record 136,505 people attending Celtic vs Leeds.